has Giannis improved shooting-wise this summer, working with you and things of that nature?
You know what? I think he's just put in a lot of work, first of all. You certainly want to have good technique. You want to shoot a smart shot. But it takes a lot of reps, and I've just been really impressed with his work ethic, but also his openness to learning, to maybe trying something different. And I think, he's. I'll let him say where he feels like he's at with the shot. But I think he's on a great track, and he's got a lot of people who care about him here in the Bucks and want him to be a great shooter, and I think it's coming.
And then obviously, you're one of the greatest shooters of all time in the league. How much longer do you think that you want to play in regards to moving forward? Because I know you're one of the veterans, but how many more years do you think you got left in you?
I feel like I'm talking to my wife right now. It's a interesting balance. There's a lot of factors when you get older in life, and my life looks a lot different than it did 15, 20 years ago when I didn't have a family and didn't have kids, and that certainly plays into these decisions. I'm very fortunate that my body still feels mostly good, and I'm on a team where I feel like I can play a good role in on a team that's trying to win a championship, but it's a year-by-year thing, and it's been that way for a few years, and so I don't know.
What do you make of this Mavs team? Just Luka and now KP coming back.
They're really interesting. They got good young pieces that, when guys are still young, it's still a bit of an unknown. I think there's a ton of excitement around this team, though, and there should be. They're well coached. It's a great organization. We all know these things. But you got really unique pieces that it's going to take time for them to fit together. There's a lot of good players in this league, and chemistry, getting good players on the team is one problem that or challenge that organizations have. But then once you do get them, you got to get them to mesh and play well together and be in sync. And I think they have guys who are open to doing that. They're not just trying to do their own thing. They got high IQ guys, and it looks like on the outside looks like hard workers and pretty solid people. So I don't know. It's a pretty young team for the most part. Obviously, there's a big team. It's going post Dirk now. How does this whole thing? What does this look like? And where's the leadership and things like that? So. But I know this much about the team, but from what I know, it looks pretty good.
Is it shocking to be here without Dirk being involved in the game?
It is. He was here a long time, and obviously he meant a ton to this organization, a ton to the NBA. He's just a great basketball player. He's a better person. The impact he's left on this community, it's going to be remembered forever. So. He helped change the game in a lot of good ways, and so we're definitely going to miss him. And I'm sure he's going through this transition period and figuring his new life out. But I think everyone's going to miss him for sure.
Are you surprised that Jamal and Carmelo still don't have a home right now in regards in the league, depending on how how much they can actually bring to this to this league still?
For sure. If we were to roll the ball out here and they were to come out here and play, they'd, maybe they're not what they were 10 and 20 years ago, but they're really good basketball players, and they certainly would be out here, scoring baskets and doing the things that we've watched them do for all these years. I don't know why it hasn't worked out all the way, But I have a ton of respect for each of them, and I'm in a similar age bracket as they are, and so I've watched them for so many years, and I've felt them and how they've changed the game, evolved the game, and the impacts that they've had on different teams, and so I hope it works out for them both, because if we were to play one-on-one right now, they'd both beat me. That's all I know. So I don't know.
Last question. Before the season ended last year, Jamal actually said, when your article came out, he said he appreciated you actually, pinning that article in the Players Tribune in regards to, just what was going on at that particular time. It's not really a question, but what are your thoughts about, when you get, players of that nature that actually, appreciates some of the things that you do regardless?
Well, I think just in general, the NBA has developed a culture where, when we feel like we can step into different issues, you feel like it's part of what you're supposed to do. So, we can't step into every issue, all the things going on today, the things that you are knowledgeable about, the things that you feel like you can make a difference in, like it's part of the NBA culture now that you step up and you try to say something. And I've watched him do that so many times, and he's such a great guy, and he's had an impact on so many people. And for me, I've watched so many guys before me, kind of start this culture. And so that's just, when you feel like there's something you can speak up about, maybe you're trying to learn about, or you know something about. That's just part of what we do now. And there's a lot of guys before me that help pave the way and kind of create that culture.
Thank you.
You got it.